5 years, excerpts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 2 a.m. and I've been wasting notes, wearing them thin like butter spread over too much bread. Spread my pink leather across your perception of both our stories. Spread me onto sweaty July boxes, random and panicked, only to turn around and try to convince me that I had forced your hand to write me out in Sharpie. Do you remember how I used to sing as we walked along lines of snow, how I used to curl my cunt against your warm and thoughtless body? A sack of dirt, longing to be filled without opening its throat, my body of water, longing to be held without shrinking into such limitations. It used to be important to write down our collective stories, several mistakes now melted into millions, meaningless as I stumble into a neon bar in Astoria, blink momentarily, and find myself back in June of 2015. How can I keep writing when you're out there in the divide thinking I, alone, was the poison? 1. It's a lifetime later, and I'm smoking slowly, a joint rolled by my own 2 hands, looking up at the notes rolled by my own 2 lives, years drowned, condensed, and solidified so that they are now so small I can fit them into several neat boxes. Wednesday morning, it is 7 a.m. I am half awoken by my birth control alarm. Stand up, black out, steady my borderless body, throw up in my mouth, hold my hand over it automatically, and make it to a paper bag in the corner of the room. I vomit up undigested hope from the night before. I go back to bed. I rest there 1 week. A lost Friday night, 4 days before winter solstice, lying flat on a melodyless bed, tears come up like vomit. It feels good like laughter. I laugh. Midnight at JFK, a sleepless flight after a sleepless week in California. I drag my suitcase behind, my bones getting caught up in its weight and time. Cry and shake, assure the cabbie I'm okay until I can get home, lock my door, lie down, and become myself. Crystals in abalone. I find the gifts I left there, ignite, inhale, and listen. Fear of losing more means loving what could be. Wanting to die means I want to live. 2. Stuck spring, dull summer, thousands of blown eyelashes later, ashes of now foreign earth still grit up my sinuses. 1 gone, 2, 3, and 4 waning with the strawberry moon I was too unstable to taste. Then it's 2 a.m. at the end of February, and I can see the moon outside my little window, expansive I am spreading across these hazy purple sheets, an ink blot of 1,000 butterflies. Some people stare, then look away when I face them with wet red eyes. Others pretend I am soulless, just another piece of trash on the sidewalk. Sitting now, wings folded in, beside a dumpster in Williamsburg, contemplating the broken glass that lies some inches from my thigh. I am unfazed by the shortness of this danger. I am drumming my fingers. I am cutting up time, making it easier to swallow. The head of my femur drags home, grinding its edge against pelvic bone. Am I still me without a story? If I don't, they will write it for me. 3. Mother leaves. I lit the blue candle minutes before and returned to my room after to find it had burned to its end. A fragment of paper upon which the word forever had been printed is floating in the cooling wax where I left it, hoping to forget. Winter and time is still playing a drawn-out trick. I ran like honey through wildflowers in my head 2 nights ago, a painless but disturbingly dispersed body lagging behind its neural web. I dream only of myself now. I live through my ancient lovers, all one cloud now, one blurry face. I see my own eyes peering through, trying to teach my voice a lesson. In the pink sweater I draped over a hotel chair in Baltimore and wore on cold mornings my first autumn in New York, I can see her, that paracolumn woman, revived after years of synaptic starvation, myelin-kept velvet by the memory of dreaming until its stifled fibers could be watered by new blood. She is parallel, a distant oscillation, a loose collection of nerveless tissue. I tap dully at her edges, never filling in the truth. June. I am smoking and drinking in my underwear on the back steps of my Skull Street apartment. The only thing holding me is anger, worn thin the words, 110 pounds. I drag myself out of dreams each morning to drag strawberries across toast. Perfunctory markers on an unremarkable journey through an external structure whose aim is death. Myself babe nowadays and kiss my wrists often. Kissing the lids of practice pianos after their precious accessibility graced my dying fingers. I did not know then what I know now. I knew things then I have since forgotten. A different person each day, I would say. My reincarnations continue to slow, revolutions only yearly. I like to think I am grinding down the years, indents in pavement, intentional, wearing down what prevents. I also like to think I'm less, that my wearing and wariness weighs light against. This also, this impatience, power without cadence, like snow under wheels, flying without feel. When I was young and strong, roses blooming synaptic, time's arrow pulled back, its path not yet altered by information withheld, I contained all of myself, briefly. But that habit of mine, letting my guts slip out with each stride, tissue threadbare, my left heel, and many other pieces lost behind. Here I am at 26, here longer than my ancestors' prophecies could predict, writing with the only voice I have left. Each time I ask myself, why blame what is green, what grows from graves, from the sacred space between loss, limitation, and dreams, needle and thread between living and dead, so deep, so long, the rose beneath the tree. The power I have, I would not wish it on my sibling. I would wish hands to hold, fists to raise, and voices to join in ever-growing song.